Welcome to the Med Spa Club with your host, Monica Swint, talking all things med spa, beauty, wellness, and of course, life. So glad to be here with you guys today. We got a hot topic we're talking about today. We're talking about your business doesn't care about your personal life. A lot of the times we need to have our house in order to be able to be at our maximum capacity and be the best business owner, med spa owner in the industry. If home is messed up, it's definitely going to show up in your business. That's why it's important when you're opening up a med spa, it's important to do inventory of your home to make sure that you have capacity and room to be able to take on the responsibilities that comes along with owning a med spa. That's why it's important to do your homework before you make such a grand investment. When we're talking about doing inventory of your home, if you have a family such as a spouse, children, if you take care of aged parents, you have to take in consideration if everybody's okay before you take on such a huge responsibility. You need to check in with your mate to make sure that they're okay because you're going to give so much of your time and finances to that new business. Do inventory of your kids. Make sure that your kids are in a good space. If they are school age kids, make sure that they're doing okay in school. If they're high schoolers, now we all know how that can go. They start to discover what life is really about. You have to constantly check in with them and make sure that they're staying on track before you take on owning a med spa. It's such a huge responsibility. And these are some of the things that we really don't talk about. We talk about the glitz and the glam of owning a med spa and how beautiful it is and aesthetically pleasing. But you have to make sure that home is okay. If not, it's going to show up in your business. Such as prime example, you running a med spa, a successful spa, your books are full, everything's going well, and then one of your kids give you problems in school. You may have to take some time off to deal with your kids. Therefore, you may not be able to service your clients to full capacity. You may have to reschedule some clients, or sometimes you just have to close for a little bit. Another thing is it's important to have a team. When you are building a team, the team can take some of that responsibility off of you so you can take time off for your family if need be. All of these things should be talked about and discussed and kind of like mapped out before you open up a spa. Most people don't have these conversations until they're already in it. At that point, you're trying to figure it out. And then what you don't want to do in the med spa industry, most of your clients are, let's just be real, they're referral based clients. Therefore, if you get a bad reputation for a person that's always rescheduling your clients and are not showing up for a scheduled appointment because things are going on at home, you're going to get a bad rep. Therefore, your books will not be full. Therefore, you will probably eventually at some point have to close your books. That's why it's important to constantly communicate with your family to make sure that things align. Can't your business really doesn't care. Let's be clear. Your business does not care what's going on in your home. Let's use Target, for example. Let's just say the owner of Target, I don't know if it's male or female, whoever it may be, let's say if they have a close death in the family in their immediate home, they cannot close the doors to Target because they've had a death in a family. So a lot of the times in the med spa industry, a lot of the owners tend to look at their business. Yes, it's a small business, but we're doing big business. And you have to run your med spa as such. You cannot close because you don't feel like it. You cannot close because you have a stomach ache. This is not like when you're working at the hospital. People are depending on you. You are building a name in your community. People depend on you to show up. So you have to keep your emotions, your personal life. We have to keep these things in decency and order. As you grow in the med spa industry, a lot of people that I know in the med spa industry, including myself, have a therapist. You have to be able to have the tools in place to be able to navigate when things like this come up. If you have a speaking engagement, you can't cancel a speaking engagement that people have paid you for you to show up because your kid is cutting up in school. Then you get a bad rep and say, oh, she's not dependable, and then people would not want to work with you. AKA, if you are in your business, missed by business, you're a solopreneur, and you close your door for a week, 2 weeks, you're going on vacation, I don't know, you need to do some restructuring in a business, whatever you may have to do. It is not your responsibility to put on social media and or to put on your website, oh, we're going to be closed for 1 week because we need to onboard new staff. We're going to be closed a week. We're going on vacation. Okay, so if the owner of Target goes on vacation, they go on vacation. So an alternative, what you could do is you block your schedule for the time that you're going to be off. You have no obligation to put in an atmosphere to say, I'm going to be closed for 2 weeks because I need to hire new staff. I'm going to be closed for 2 weeks because we're remodeling. You have no responsibility. You can just have a closed book. That's how big business do it. You don't have to let your potential client and our current clients know the back office, what's really going on in your back office, if that makes sense. Your business is your business. I just had to talk about that today. We had to talk about your business is your business. And no one really cares what's going on in your personal life as it relates to your business. What people want to know is they want to know who you are, what you do, and what problem you're solving as a consumer. That's all they want to know. They don't want to know, oh, my son is acting up, oh, my husband is acting up, oh, I'm going through a divorce. They don't care. They want to know, can you solve the problem that I have? All right, guys, until next time on the Med Spa Club, you guys tune in. Thank you.